All right, folks, and there you have it, our first ever continent in this world. We still have a lot to do and a lot to edit, and I might add some more land masses in here later, but I'm really happy with that for now. All right, good morning, everyone. Doing a little bit of something different today. And I'm sorry, but this particular art, I can't quite do without coffee. So we're gonna start the video with our first sip. Alrighty, so for those of you who do know me, you know that I play a ridiculous amount of Dungeons and Dragons. It is one of my favorite things to do, and I've been playing for 7-8 years now. Been DMing or game mastering for a solid 5 years out of that, and it is one of my favorite pastimes, one of my favorite art forms. So I thought it would be kind of fun if we made a world together. This is going to be kind of the long-running series, I think, because I don't want to rush it. I don't want to like throw everything onto the map right away and regret anything. So what we're gonna do is each episode I'm gonna work on a region or a continent. So for this first episode, I've got my favorite program, Incarnate, open here. They are a fantastic, completely free program. I do have the version that has a few more assets that cost a little money, but very, very worth it. This is how I make all of the maps. This is how I make all of the maps for my D&D games. So this is our canvas. It's all water right now, but we can change that. So what I like to do, instead of just drawing on it willy-nilly, is use a lovely feature that they have built in here. We are going to use the world generator. So this is a new feature that they recently added. Let's see. I think we want a fairly good amount of ocean. Let's do like 80%, see if that gives us steps. All right, generate new world. All right, that's something. I think it's a little bit too much ocean for my taste though, so we're gonna pare it back to 70% and see what it gives us this time. Yeah, that's more like it. All right, so this is the region or the world map for our new world we're going to be creating together. I think I want to start with this little continent here. We're not gonna do the whole thing today. Let's just focus on this small little region. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in a time lapse. I'm gonna lay in some groundwork here and see what we wanna work with, and I'll be back to keep discussing with you. Okay, welcome back. So what I've done is I've just kind of set up some basic biomes for this continent down here. What all this is going to be, we have no idea yet, but for now, we are working with this little area down here. I think we're going to do a very arid, very desert-like climate for now. So we have kind of like a red mesa biome up here, a real big desert, and then some sort of plains. Maybe some sort of, I don't know, not oasis, but a little bit of greenery. Nothing like super lush, maybe a jungle or something along those lines to go along with the kind of aridy desert theme. So let's go ahead and start this red area right here. I'm interested in what we can do with that. I'm gonna throw some more ideas down and I'll be right back. All right, so we've made some pretty big decisions here. We have gone ahead and decided what kind of people live in this biome. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is probably an orcish settlement here. So if you're following along at home and waiting with bated breath to play this campaign setting once it's all finished, this is going to be an orcish land primarily. So we have the capital city here that we've just kind of dropped in, a little village, some watchtowers. I think that's good in terms of civilization for now. I don't want to go crazy, but we will continue to build that out later. I've also thrown in some mountains here and a nice volcano for some volcanic setting adventures in the future. Let's keep on going and see what we can figure out moving down into the desert. All right, back in a sec. So what you've just seen me do there is add in some dunes and kind of reduce their opacity to really blend them into the background a bit, because I wasn't super happy with how the colors were going together. I think I like that, but I might go back and change it later. I've also cleared out space here for an oasis. We're gonna zoom on in and do some really detail work stuff right now, just trying to put in a bit of a location, a rest stop in the middle of this desert. Middle of the oasis here, a little desert town. I'm not sure who lives there. Thinking maybe some tabaxi, maybe some humans, but we'll see. We'll see how everything pans out. So now we got two little settlements. We got the orcish village and citadel over here. We've got the oasis down here. I think I'm gonna add in some more kind of an adventure-y aspect and some ruins, things like that in the desert between the two, just to add a bit more history to the world. So let's go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so just really quickly added a couple ruins here, added looks like a more repaired temple on the far side to encourage people to head over there. I'm gonna go ahead and lay in some more roads just to kind of connect everything together, make some trade routes, and then we'll keep going and move on to that jungle area. All right, and there you have it. That is pretty much it for this deserty biome. Let's go ahead and do that jungle, and then we get to move on to the fun part of making all this come to life with some language. So, be right back. think I'm pretty much done. Got a nice jungle biome going here, a couple clear spots, a lake, got a few ruins visible in the coast, and then it's a hint of something larger, deep, buried in the trees. I might add a quick little campsite here just for flavor, but other than that, this continent is looking great. So I'll be right back once I finish that up. All right, folks, and there you have it, our first ever continent in this world. We still have a lot to do and a lot to edit, and I might add some more land masses in here later, but I'm really happy with that for now. Last step, of course, every good map needs a compass and every good world needs a name. So I am going to add the compass part. Let's see, what kind of compass do we want to go for? Let's do this one. Nice and big. Let's put it right down here in the corner. Perfect. And I like to do a little thing with, what are they called? Elven. Where are the battle maps? Yeah, here we go. They're technically roof pieces for really small scale maps, but they make really nice corner art. Just put it right in there. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this is our map for now. I'm gonna go ahead and put a banner in there. But I don't want to name it by myself. I would like to get some suggestions from all of you. So if you have ideas of what we should call this mystical land, leave them in the comments below. Message me on Instagram. Give me some ideas. And next time I do an installment of this little series of world building, we will go in and we will use one of the suggestions from the comments or combine a few. We'll see. It'll be fun. I might even make a poll and have you guys vote if that sounds like a good thing. So leave some suggestions down below and I'll make sure to go through those before the next time I make one of these videos. Okay, so now that we have our landscape done, at least for this particular continent, I'm going to save this map. Now we're going to go over to another one of my favorite tools, a little program called Legend Keeper. I'm going to log in real quick. And here we are. We're going to make a new project. We can rename this to the name of our world once it gets there. Watch me not be able to spell. And we're here. Okay, we're going to add a map. All right, and here we are. Our map that we just made is now uploaded into Legend Keeper. So while Incarnate here is for actually drawing the maps and making a really nice high quality drawn map, Legend Keeper is an atlas. It's all about information and world building. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some paint at the wall and do a couple of little suggestions for what the lore of these places are, and I'll be back once I've done that. And then we'll wrap up the video for today. And just like with the name of the continent, if you guys have any ideas for possible characters, possible details about the lore of these places that we've created, I want to hear about them, and then I can totally implement some audience suggestions into the lore of the world. So don't be shy and make sure to reach out and give some suggestions. I'm not going to do a whole lot of detail work today. I'm just going to do the very basics so that there's lots of room for it to grow and change as we work on it together. All right, back in a second.
The Scarlet Plains are a dangerous and inhospitable landscape. Dotted with craters and bubbling pits of black tar, it is home to the orcish clan of Skarg Brighthammer and the Brighthammer Barbarians. Protected by the eastern slopes and the clouds of smoke and ash from the volatile Mount Infernium, the orcs are the only people tough enough to survive in such a harsh environment. The southern desert is barren and dry. You could walk for miles with no real signs of life. However, this wasteland is not as simple as one might think. Secrets hide beneath the sand. An oasis overflowing with criminals and an age-old feud of two mysterious temples rages under the surface. Should the desert's secrets ever be revealed, the fate of the entire world could hang in the balance. The jungle to the north is lush and fertile compared to the rest of the continent. The sounds of birds and insects fill the air. However, the ruins of an ancient evil lay just below the forest canopy. The gentle and peaceful Tabaxi make their homes on the jungle coast, welcoming newcomers into their settlement and ensuring no one strays too deep into the twisted vines of the deep forest.
Okay, that took a while. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of that out or time-lapse it, but we have a full basic idea of what all these locations are and a story for each of them. So I'm gonna go back in post and do a little bit of an introduction to the world for all you guys and kind of zoom in, show some pictures, do a little bit of voiceover work and make it nice for a bigger reveal. But other than that, I think that is all I'm going to do for this episode. Let me know what you thought of this series, of this idea of building a world as a channel. I really do want everybody's feedback, and I would love some audience interaction on this so that we can kind of share this as a project. So let me know what you think we should do with the other continents. Let me know if there are any changes or additions you would like to see to this continent. The next video will probably be moving on to somewhere else. We can always go back and edit more stuff later. And don't forget to suggest some names for the world, because I would really very much like to have that figured out by the next time I make a video on this subject. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Ring that bell if you want a notification every time I post a video. And until next time, I'll see you later.